Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the main title theme from The Legend of Zelda, the original one. It's a lovely little song. I've done a cover version of it, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. So just before I teach you it though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section as well, let me know where in the world you're from and what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them on my Patreon site. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning and I've got a capo on the first fret. If you haven't got a capo, you could just play it in normal tuning. It'll be a semitone down, but it'll be absolutely fine. Okay, hopefully you've listened to my cover version, so you know what it's supposed to sound like. The first bar goes like this. So you're going to play the A string and G2 at the same time, and then two D2s and back to that G2, so it goes. Into bar 2 we've got, which is E3 and the G string at the same time, and then D3, and then back to the G. So you got, so bars 1 and 2 together go. Bar 3 got, which is E1 and G2 at the same time, and then D3 twice, back to the G2. So bar 3, 2, 3. And bar 4 you've got, which is open E with G1, D4 and G1 again. So the first 4 bars slowly go like this. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, and then we've got a 2-bar phrase that goes. Which is just playing your finger on D2 and it goes D2, D2, A, D2, D2, A, D2, D2, A, D2, A, D2, A. So just jump in between those notes. So you got, and it just does that for 2 bars. Okay, on to the next line. The first bar goes like this. So for that we're playing the A string and G2, D2, A string on its own, G2 twice, then B, B2 and B3. So we've got, and then into bar 8, playing E3 nearest to your face and the open E string, then E3 on its own. So we've got, so bars 1 and 2, or sorry, bars 7 and 8 go. Bar 9 we go, which is E1 and G2 at the same time, then D2, E1, G2 twice, B, B2, B3. And then into bar 10 you just play both the E strings and then the E string just nearest to your face. So that line slowly goes. On to the next line, it starts the same. So the bar 11 is the same as the first bar of the previous line, so you got. And then bar 12 you play E3 with the open E, then E3, and then E, E1, E3, going into the next bar E5 with E1. Now if you struggle to do that stretch, because that's a big stretch, you could change that low E1 to a D3. And that will sound great as well. So I've got this, but you could play this instead. Hopefully that makes sense. Then another E1, E5, E3, E1. So actually let's just play the next bar, then we'll play the whole line. And then the next bar goes. which is A3 and E3, E1, E, A3, then open E twice. So let's try the whole of that line slowly. We've got on to the next line, which is E1 and B3, another B3, E, E1, then A3 again, E and B3. So bar 15, you've got bar 16, you've got, which is A and B1, B1, B3, E, A, B3, B1, so bar 16. Bar 17, which is D1 with the open B string, B again, and then B2 and B4, another D1, and then E2, so bar 17. And then you're going to play both E strings, D6, D5 and D4. You've got to remember that you've got a capo on the first fret, so it's actually where 7 normally is for fret 6. So let's play the whole of that line slowly. You've got on to the next line, and it starts the same as like the third line, so you go so those first two bars are the same as the third line, and then you can play this E1 and E5. Again, you could change that one to a D3 and an E5. Then it goes up to E8, then back to the E7 with a low E, then E4, then open E, and then this bar's a little bit tricky. You got, so it plays both E1s, and then A, A3, D1, G2, B1, B4, and E5. So it goes. And then play the open E string with E4 on the top, then open E, and another E. So let's try the whole of that line slowly. You got this. And the last line, it starts with that same bar that was the tricky bar from the previous line. So then you've got E with E4, then open E, B2, and into bar 27 you've got A1 with B3, E1, open E string with A in the bass, then B1, G2, then A with B, and then another B, B2, B4, E2, and then you play both the E strings, and then D7, D6, D5, and D4. So the whole of that line slowly goes. And then in my version, I just played through the whole thing twice, and I sort of slowed down towards the end of the second time round. And that's the whole song. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video as well, and leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know where in the world you're from. Let me know what songs I should do next, and just say hi if you want to say hi. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, keep me doing this channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.